Now with minimal fighter cover, the rebel cruisers have deployed a large minefield around their ships as they frantically try to repair their hyperdrives. The captured Lancer frigate Slicer is now also patrolling around the cruisers. Our final attack will use the surviving gunboats from our first assault, supported by several heavily armed assault transports. You will again be flying the assault gunboat Tau 1, with flights from gunboat squadrons Mu and Nu supporting. Your first immediate objective is to attack and destroy the Slicer, or it will tear our fighter forces apart if not dealt with. All gunboats are to be armed with proton torpedoes, so with luck we can simply jump in and overwhelm the frigate's defences before it can really respond. After that, you will deal with any remaining fighters, then proceed to start clearing the minefield. Once a large enough hole has been opened up in the minefield, the assault transports will hyper in and begin their attack runs on the rebel cruisers.
The Imperial attack on the rebel task force will certainly succeed. Its impending destruction will probably cause its commander and crews to try and flee the area in escape shuttles or transports. Be prepared to track down the commander and disable his escaping craft. Any other fleeing ships should be destroyed.
With their starfighter defense largely neutralized, the rebel fleet is now vulnerable to a torpedo attack. However, in a last-ditch effort to try and save their ships and repair their hyperdrives, the rebels have deployed a large minefield around their cruisers. We'll also need to deal with the stolen Lancer frigate Slicer. Armed with proton torpedoes, our remaining gunboats from Mu, Nu and Tau will jump in and proceed to concentrate their fire on the Slicer to knock it out of the fight. Then proceed to destroy any remaining rebel fighters that survived our last attack. Once the Slicer and remaining fighters are dealt with, you will need to open up a hole in the minefield large enough to begin the final wave of attacks. When you've destroyed enough of the mines, assault transports Sigma and Omega will jump in and begin their attack runs on the cruisers. We expect, as the rebel ships are destroyed, that their officers and crew will attempt to evacuate via shuttles and transports. Find and capture the commander, but destroy any other fleeing ships. There are to be no survivors. When all enemy craft have been destroyed, all ships will return to D-34.
Transport requested. Central West Quadrant.
There's the Slicer. All gunboats lock on torpedoes and fire.
This is Bree! I've got the starship firing at me.
Incoming enemy fighters. Assault gunboats Mu, break off and engage. All other ships continue attacking the Slicer.
Primary target update. Their shields are out.
Looks like we don't have much time. The Hulkler has been repaired to hyperdrive shield.
Bye-bye.
Primary target update. They have been destroyed.
Ray! Stop! This is free! I'm having trouble over here.
This is 6. I'm having trouble over here.
This is 5. Got some trouble over here.
This is 6. Your target for attack.
This is 2. I've got a starship firing at me.
This is 6. I've got a starship firing at me.
This is 3. I'm aborting my attack run.
This is 4. I'm having trouble over here.
This is 3. I'm heavily damaged.
Oh no. Lost 3.
You have attacked a friendly craft.
Brilliant.
Great shot. This is 4. I've got a starship firing at me.
This is 5. I've got a starship on me. We've opened up a hole big enough in the minefield. This is 5. I'm aborting my attack run.
This is 4. I'm heavily damaged.
Keep it up. Oh, good kill.
This is 5. I'm heavily damaged.
This is 6. I'm heavily damaged.
Assault transports are jumping in now to begin their attack run. K2, keep your distance.
K1,
Watch out! There's the press.
K1, there's a bandit going for a missile box.
K2, watch out. This is 2. I'm heavily damaged. A squadron of X-Wings have just jumped in. They're going after the assault transports. All gunboats intercept.
I'm going down.
The Muffler is on the move. Must stop it from escaping.
Report on primary target. Their shields are out. Report on primary target. Their hull is heavily damaged. Report on primary target. They are about to be destroyed. They have been destroyed. Primary target update. Their shields are out.
Several transports and shuttles are evacuating the Lorsa.
Primary target update. Their hull is damaged. Report on primary target. Their hull is heavily damaged. Primary target update. They are about to be destroyed. Primary target update. They have been destroyed.
Transport Zach is being dispatched to ward and capture.
Mission objectives completed. The Emperor will be pleased.
The rebel cruisers have been destroyed. Excellent work. This sector has now been secured from further rebel attack. Excellent work, pilot. New countermeasures have been levied.
Serve the Emperor above all others.
I have come with an offer for the rebellion.
We have little reason to trust you, Admiral Harkov, but we are willing to hear your offer.
The fleet under my command is willing to join the Rebel Alliance for a price.
Very interesting, Admiral. We have great need for officers of your caliber. Here is what I propose.
Superlative work! The rebel task force has been completely destroyed, and the Hammer has also reported that the Mulgari pirates have been utterly crushed. The threat to the Javan sector and outpost D-34 has now finally been eliminated.
You successfully captured the commander of the rebel task force. Excellent work.
Sir, check messages. Sir, check messages.